So let's get into a movie review. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I watched this film. I looked up a list. A list was brought upon my eyes of horror films for Valentine's Day, and this was on it. I hadn't seen it. It seemed good. This is Mother with an exclamation point, very important. I just want to say this movie phenomenal. Like to be honest with you, this movie phenomenal. If you have not seen this, I recommend turning this is my last segment for the live stream, so turn the show off. I'm just saying. This movie is phenomenal. I love it. I don't know anything about the director personally, Catherine, but I have to say, this movie is great. This movie is okay. So basically, to my it's about someone who, there's a couple, right? One of them's a writer, and one of them's just a housewife working on the goddamn, house or whatever. To me, Matt says, I found it unbearable. Then when I realized what it was actually about, I loved it. I had the opposite. I had the opposite. I loved it. It was anxiety inducing. This is the most anxiety inducing film I've seen in a long time. I'd love to watch it on shrooms. That'd be great. But again, so the movie is slow building anxiety. Right? It starts off, you don't really know. I went in with no spoilers. So again, I recommend if you are in any capacity interested in seeing this movie at all and you haven't seen it, turn the fucking stream off. Right now. But if you've seen it, you just want to hear what I think. So again, the slow buildup is incredible. You don't really know what's going on. Right, so basically they've got this house or whatever. There's a writer, he can't really write too well, and then some random fanboy comes to the house, is sick or whatever, wants to stay over, meet his hero, and that inspires him to write a book or whatever. But again, I don't even know how to you can't really give a synopsis. Really, it's a movie you have to experience. It's you have to experience this film. Yeah, they eat a baby at the end. They literally, steal, rip apart, and consume a baby. A newborn baby was consumed alive in this film. It's a great movie. It's great. It really is. Again, and one of my favorite parts about this movie is the middle. Okay? The middle of this movie is great. So you've got this giant creeping anxiety. You have got no idea what the fuck's going on. Things are getting crazy. It's wild. It's insane. Right? And then you've got the middle. There's a time skip in the middle and things are calm. And you think, oh, okay. Right? Oh, okay, things are calm. That was just the first half of the movie. Again, at this point, I still have no idea what's going on. And then it starts again. Then the anxiety is then you're someone knocks at the door and it's it all starts. It slowly starts. Once it's crazy. It's a great movie. I loved it. I don't know what to tell you. The movie was so good, so good. It made me it literally. I could not stop cringing, but in a good way. I was just no. I was emotionally invested in the main character. One of my favorite parts about this film is the film style of having the camera almost always focused on the main character's face, right? It basically follows her and only her point of view around the entire movie, almost the entire time. That, I like it. I like that she takes this mystery drug. You don't really know if she's crazy or if everyone else is crazy, right? It makes, it's just great. It's a great movie. The ending, by the way, also, I don't know, it's great. Now, apparently it's based on some Bible bullshit. Now, when I found that out, I was very disappointed until I realized maybe it's a criticism of the Bible, and I hope that that's the case. But again, again, this movie is incredible. It really is. If you haven't seen it, then you shouldn't be hearing me say this because you should have clicked off a while ago. But anyway, again, I can't even, I can't endorse this movie enough. It's really good. When those fucking, my favorite part is when those bitches are on the sink, right? And they're like, see, it works. And they're like jumping up and down on the sink, and then the whole wall rips apart. Oh my God, I freaked the fuck out. I freaked the fuck out. I'm going to be honest. Also, if there's a lesson to learn from this movie, you need to have, like, if you live in the country, get a fucking gun, right? Like, cause like, what do you do when weirdos start coming in your house and they're just walking in? Like, that's the thing about this movie that's so anxiety inducing, right? Like people just walk in, like that, like, you know, the husband just lets a couple people in, and that leads to 1,000 people that just walking in. How do you get rid of them? Like, when you say, please leave my house, and they say no, what are you gonna do? Right? Like, so I mean, this whole movie could have been avoided if Jennifer Lawrence just had a gun. That's my opinion. She should have just bought a gun, especially in the halfway point. Like, after the first episode, get the goddamn gun. The second half of the movie wouldn't have happened. You'd be living a great life. You'd have a baby. But nope, she didn't get the gun, and she ended up dying for it. DMs you the actual metaphor. Oh, so there's an actual metaphor. Hold up. There's the actual metaphor. Yeah, for planet Earth. Yeah, I know about that. I looked that up too. About how Earth is constantly taken advantage of and destroyed by greed. Well, yeah, that's the idea, is that the husband is greedy and likes the attention. Which I get. I'm an attention whore. So I get that. And that, like, you know, she's being taken advantage of and pulled along for the ride. And she didn't do anything to deserve it. You know, it's great. Aronofsky is an atheist, so it's probably a critique. Oh, that's good. But anyway, movie is fantastic. The movie is fantastic. I don't know what to tell you. Apparently, Catherine in the chat is very upset at the director. I don't, you know, okay. But anyway, I can't recommend this movie enough. But again, if you're watching this, you've already seen it. And if you haven't, then you're a little fucking scumbag piece of shit. And I'm going to be honest, you deserve to have the whole thing spoiled. Fuck you. Second of all, great movie. Really good. I mean, it's just it's great. It's great. I don't know what to tell you. It's great. I loved it. And so that's my review of Mother. It's a good ass movie. All right, folks, that's the show. We've gone over 2 hours.